Halo 3 on MCC on PC. Try saying that 10 times in a row. Halo 3 coming to PC is not the game I experienced as a kid, and it's honestly a shell of its former self, because it's missing most of its important parts except Forge on Xbox, but we're talking about the PC version. Now, if you're just trying to beat the campaign and experience the multiplayer for the first time, then you might like it, but I can personally tell you that the greatness that this game was is completely lost with this version. For starters, Pregame lobbies. Pre-game lobbies in Halo 3 were awesome, from checking someone's service record or their file share to looking at what armor they were wearing. This part of Halo 3 was so meaningful in my opinion. It not only gave you something to do while the game was loading, it could be pretty rewarding sometimes because you could find a really cool clip someone made or photo somebody took to a good game mode or map, or maybe even finding your own creations in somebody else's file share. That kind of thing would push you to become better at whatever you were creating in Halo 3, and I absolutely loved it. Vetoing is something that's just gone from the MCC in general, but this was also something that was good in Halo 3, and I think how they did it was really good for the community sticking around, because it was just an option to veto. You couldn't see what you were vetoing for, it was just randomized, so it couldn't be abused that badly in my opinion. The veto system needs to return in this fashion because the map rotation in MCC is honestly hot garbage to me. The next thing is armor customization. Armor customization is what kept me grinding this game for so long. I remember the day I got 1000 gamer score and received my security helmet and armor and katana and put the security helmet on and the katana and just ran around Avalanche for like an hour. The happiest I could be at the time. That kind of a grind is something you'll never forget because it was the best possible grind there could be. With challenging achievements to do and just getting really good rewards for your accomplishments, something about that system was perfect in my opinion. Not only that, when you saw someone wearing security or the katana, you knew what they went through to get there, and it was dope. Then the Vidmaster achievements came, and this had the community going nuts for the possibility of finally getting their grubby little Dorito-covered fingers on the mythical Recon helmet and armor. Recon armor used to represent you as basically a god amongst men in Halo 3, and now everything is just given to you up front. And it takes all the meaningfulness of the armors away to me. Not only that, they are literally just prefabs of all the armors in Halo 3. There is no more picking and choosing what you want to wear, it just makes the game dull not having these options in 2020. When we had all these options back in 2007. And I know it's not just Halo 3 and there's like 12 engines making this game work, but if you can get the armor customization working for Reach, you can do the same for Halo 3 and 4. And don't tell me you can't because you've already shown me that you can. Literally this alone will keep a community around for a while. Something else is the ranking system Halo 3 had. Something about the 1 through 50 ranking system was so damn rewarding. Like I said in my first video, my highest rank is I'm pretty sure 39, and that meant a lot to me as a kid, because it was hard to keep. Also keep in mind that Halo 3 was my first ever online experience, so I might seem overly biased when I talk about Halo 3, but my first Halo game was CE, so by no means was it my first Halo experience. So with that in mind, I hope you can understand why I never made it to a 40 or higher. That and I was like 10 when I started playing Halo 3 and like 13 when I finally sat the controller down and made my fat ass at the time get a bike and start BMXing because I had spent so long playing Halo 3, I literally became a chubster. But back on topic, the ranking system was just really good. I want to make a whole separate video on this topic alone, but for now, just know that it was very rewarding and superior to every Halo ranking system that's came after Halo 3, in my opinion. Also, as a side note, I never really played OG Halo 2 that much on Xbox Live except for like a handful of times, so I really have no clue about Halo 2's ranking system, so I can't speak on that one. The last thing is Forge. Halo 3 on PC cannot launch without Forge. This seems to just be a really bad trend for 343, is to release games that have Forge without it on PC. And I know that they're reworking how you Forge on PC for these games, but come on, how long do these people really have to wait for that shit? Forge is what cemented Halo 3 in gaming culture as one of the most community-driven experiences on the market from 2007 to 2010. Without Forge, Halo 3 will not capture the magic Halo 3 had on the 360. Forge is what made Halo 3 stand out on the market the most because it let the community go crazy with seemingly endless possibilities in custom games. And custom games is where Halo 3 thrived, and it was because of how Forge and custom games work so perfectly together. This is where so many of my favorite memories playing Halo 3 came from, is Forge and playing what I made or what someone else made with all my friends in a custom game. This along with everything else I mentioned is what kept you coming back, because every day you would find something new and fun to play in a custom game, or you were the one creating the fun to be had for the community. Also, this was taken even further by having Bungie favorites and seeing all the cool stuff the community was making, or being put up there yourself and in turn receiving recon. Everything I just talked about is what kept Halo 3 having the highest population and selling the most copies out of any Halo game to date. All of these things work perfectly with each part of the game to make your experience the best it could be. I hope most of these things come, Forge being day one, and I know that the ranking system will probably never be added, but at least everything else needs to make its way back. Without these things, I don't think the population will stay around for as long as it could. Halo 3 is a great experience, but on the MCC it's super dull. The only reason I still play it is because I experienced all these amazing things in the past as a kid, and I just want to kill shit nowadays. But you can bet your bottom dollar that if these things were put back in the game, I would not only go for all these things again, I would have a much better time playing this game as a whole. I just hope this game out of all of them releases pretty much flawless, because this is the one you don't need to mess up, 343. This game means so much to so many people in the community and for a damn good reason. I hope I don't seem like a Debbie Downer, but these are the things I know make the game better. But till the next video guys, I'll see y'all later.